fits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum, echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear, the pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor, every moment is a savior, every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylonly got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available, but either way we gotta go on tour. It's Braylonly's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylonly, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free. Trust and believe it's entertainment, news done our way with. Braylonly, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to the people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Well, what's going on, 13 people? Glad to have all you here. 8 people here now. Thank you so much. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Welcome in. Hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Braylonly's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here, y'all. We got a lot to talk about with part 1 of this part 2 reunion of Married to Medicine. Now, is it just me, or do y'all feel like y'all want a third part? Because I feel like there's a lot more to say. Because here's the thing, right? The reunion, they started at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, most reunions, they tape around 12 hours on a good day, 14 hours on a bad day. Okay, so I need more footage, okay? So let's get to it. Higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is, hey, everybody, welcome in. Glad to have all you here. Let's get to it. Because this time, talk about some Married to Medicine, okay? So I took my thorough good notes. So like I said, starts off in New York City at 7 a.m., Contessa arrives first, then it's Brandi, Simone, Dr. Heavily. Dr. Heavily is horse from campaign. Y'all know she's running for a congressional seat that she is not going to win in order to save her life. Okay, so let's keep it a buck. Then Quad is there, then Toya rather. Jackie and Simone are not sharing a dressing room for the first time in 5 years. Now, listen, I'm not a Bravo-holic. Okay, I review this for y'all. I really do. I love being able to be an outlet for you all because some of y'all are like, get them, get them, get them. That's why I'm here for, right? Shout out to the 17 people, 19 people here now. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have all you here. And I found it interesting that in 5 years, you are not sharing a room with your best friend. But also, too, as we know, there are many people who have held grudges for longer than that, sometimes unnecessary grudges, sometimes based on their own viewpoint, when really anything can be healed and destroyed through the power of communication, but that's neither here nor there. But basically what ends up happening is Simone feels that Jackie is not for her. She is against her. So then Quad and Simone are talking, then Dr. Mimi and Dr. Heavenly are talking, and Andy and Jackie are talking, and Andy says, I think it's basically what you did say. And then Andy and Simone are talking, and Simone said, you guys were able to save me from a divorce one time, but I don't know what's going to happen this time, right? And y'all know that Simone and Cecil have not been getting along this season. They're married. So, and that's kind of why rather I'm thinking maybe there should be a part 3 because there's got to be more here. Why only 2 parts, right? Was there enough for only 2 parts for real? Or is there cut footage that you guys felt like, okay, it was unnecessary to air? And then let me tell you something. The breasts were breasting. I put in my notes, how do you get a job of brushing the breasts? I mean, listen, that's a high-minded and weighty role, okay? We got to make sure those breasts look good for television. If anybody can let me know how I get that job. Glam, we'll talk. I'm joking with Glam Rocks, okay? I love me some glam. And child, Glam Rocks has been glamming, okay? Go over to her channel. She a fine chocolate sister for sure. Shout out to her. So then, of course, we're on the set of the Met Gala. They're literally on the steps of it. It's a very nice reunion, so I have to say that. So Andy talks about, these women have high fashion plus high blood pressure, right? So Jackie is vaccinated for the drama, double vaccinated. Heavily is going to use diplomacy. Andy, you're being too kind. That's never going to happen. Toya said the set looks beautiful and the set looks breathtaking. And I'm glad that the set designers got inspiration from me. I'm like, Toya, OGBYN, dentist, tennis expert. That's all you are. You a tennis expert, okay? You ain't got no job. You don't do nothing important, okay? You had 1 win this season. Gave you that because of merit, factual information, and you did a good job. Don't let that get to your head. And hey, Justin Connors, welcome in. Glad to have you here. So, with that being said, okay, let's see here. I'm looking at my notes, y'all. Simone said the group chat was silent, and Simone brought earplugs because, as we all know, Simone is very loud. So, Andy said he's going to be plugging his earplug in this ear here. Personally, what I would have done, I would have had some Skull Candy noise canceling headphones. And hey, I'm backstage as the host. Hey, can y'all make sure that has Mozart on it? And just when I put it on, you say something, I can't hear you. What's going on? Y'all bring us some bullshit. I can't hear you. Like, sincere, that would have been me. Okay, that would have been me. That would have been me. So then Dr. Mimi, did Toya say you a ticket to get to the Met Gala for the reunion? Shady. And then Quad, do blondes have more fun? I will say this, Ella, who was it? Etta James, the Queen Etta James wore blonde hair. So I think that's where Tamar Braxton got from. Because I'm like, why are blacks wearing blonde hair? But I have to recognize there are black women who have worn blonde hair back in the day. Okay, so listen. Contessa says everyone looks amazing, although it may get, sideways, right? And, we talk about Jackie and Simone not sharing a room. right? So that's basically, where we are. And Simone feels the way that she feels, and Jackie feels the way she feels. And so, first person we're talking about is Toya. So it's been 6 months since filming Rap Now. Toya did an interview with Carlos King, and apparently the reunion was filmed the next day. So there is that. And Andy asked, "Are you still in the home that we saw on TV?" I'm like, "Oh my God, Andy, why do this?" But the reason why he does it is because Toya has moved from home to home, from home to home, from home to home. And, Dr. Heavenly said that this is not going to be for her forever home, and that Toya is going to be in a condo by herself. And I'm like, oh, God. Here we go. 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 It's just like, what triggers Toya? Why give what is it? Why add chum to the water? That's what I was trying to say. Why add chum to the water if you know this pisses off Toya, right? So but now Dr. Heavenly flipped it and said she's gonna be moving to another place of higher quality with her husband. And Tasha from Inglewood, California said, maybe if, Toya respected Eugene a lot more, then maybe he would be, traveling a long way to get home. And Toya said that Tasha is projecting. Toya. For a falsified king of reality TV to tell you fucked up, when he fucked up his show Love and Marriage Huntsville, you done fucked up, right? I just want to say that. Everybody has said you disrespect Eugene. Tasha was not projecting. She was telling the truth, and you can't handle criticism. That's what that is, okay? Cut the bullshit, all right? And then, of course, we're talking about skip workday versus day in the life. And, Dr. Simone said that. And Simone said, listen, Toya keeps a very nice house. She keeps it maintained. Nobody can go over and tell Toya that she is not anything. And I will agree, Toya keeps a very nice house. The fact that they got like a cherry blossom tree in their home is crazy work, okay? And so, at least you don't have to pressure wash it. And then they throw a clip of Mariah say to Dr. Heavenly, you need to pressure wash this motherfucker. Shout out to Mariah Huck. She is the creator of Married to Medicine, and she was the first Black woman in the history of Bravo to pitch a show and get picked up immediately. So shout out to her. Also, too, she is the proud owner of Sleepwork Media Studios in Georgia. So shout out to Mariah. Without Mariah Huck, these ladies will not have a check, nor exist, nor have any clout. Okay, let's get that straight. Okay, all right, moving on. Hello, LOL Shirley, and hello, Jessica Connors. Welcome in. Glad to have y'all here. So, with that being said, we continue on. Paula from Clearwater, Florida. Eugene and Toya are arguing while other people are misrepresenting their own relationships. And Toya says that everybody argues in their relationships. Toya, you're not wrong that people argue in their relationships, but what you are wrong about is that every woman talks to their man like that. Because you said, and I quote, fuck these bitches. That's what you said. I don't want to hear it from nobody saying, Brian, you're going to on Toya. She said that shit on national television. She said, fuck these bitches. She said, fuck these bitches. And she also said that these women can't be themselves without their husband. In the words of Candace Dilla Bassett, here's the mirror. I am projecting that you're the insecurity, Toya. Okay? So let's just stop this. Let's stop this. Because honestly, if you and Eugene got divorced, I'm with Eugene. There is no man in the world that would put up with your existence and the movement of your behavior. That's a motherfucking thing. Okay? All right, let's get that straight. So, after all that, Toya talks about menopause and she's age shaming. Contessa says no age shame, and Toya's like, I'm about to be 50. If you put Toya Bush Harris in a circle, and you put Jill Lee, Miss Lee, if you're nasty, in a circle, everybody will go over to Jill Scott. Quit playing with me, Toya. You are not that important. You are a human being that exists upon the earth with the rest of us. Okay? All right? Moving on. Just, sometimes we just gotta let people know they're important. They're important to the world, but no. Like if we had to save the world and we had to put somebody to the aliens between Toya and Michelle Obama, we keeping Michelle Obama and giving Toya away. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. Why am I lying to y'all? It's just the thing we would have to do. The world would be saved. Toya wouldn't be here, but the world would be saved. So we got to think about the good of that sacrifice, okay? But that's not going to happen, okay? All right. But we respect ET. We don't attack ET. We stand 10 toes down for ET and Wally and for those other, and I was about to say audio animatronics, but those animated friends, okay? We stand for them. So with that being said, her has sat Eugene down for a conversation, and it's this back and forth of, you need to talk about your husband, this, that, and the third. I'm just like, oh my God, child. Now, I will give Toya this much credit of intelligence. Kurz sat Eugene down for a conversation. Kurz is the same brother that said the reason why Quad and King are not having a baby because they're not doing everything in order when Kurz cheated on Jackie. So I don't know how Curtis is a moral authority of any damn body, but hey, that's just my opinion. So Toya thought the footage was horrible of how she, spoke to Eugene. I'm like, wow, Toya taking accountability. What a shocking concept. I'm like, wait a minute. Hang on, wait, hang on. Of course, StreamYard is StreamYarding. Of course it is. I'm like, so can Toya's heart grow 3 sizes, or is it just a small heart? Like there's signs of life here. So then Toya was spiraling in a room with Quad, and there was some footage that we did not see. Contessa said true friends would say the party is over, and Dr. Mimi said I did not do anything, and Andy said it was cringing and hard to watch. Okay, Andy, listen. I'm going to be with Dr. Mimi on this. If you're doing cringy and hard to watch behavior, I call out, I'm not shading you. I'm just saying the truth as it is. In the words of Karen Hugo, I'm only judging what you give me. So Dr. Mimi didn't really say anything wrong because Toya got big mad. And this is the thing, Toya doesn't need no alcohol. She needs, that seed lip, non-alcoholic alcohol. That's what she needs. She don't need nothing at all that's gonna make her turn. Because she did ask the ladies, how do you get your, men together, right? She did ask that. Now she was probably too drunk to recognize that. Just keep it in a buck, but that's neither here nor there. So, and Dr. Mimi was the first one to leave. And so then we get into D-sides with Dr. Heavily and Eugene. Toya can throw a party. She did a great job with the Met Gala. I gave her credit. And Toya said it meant a lot to me, right? But also did negate the hell that I had to go through. So Toya made a lab coat of all the Met Gala text messages with a laser pointer point to each text message. Now, I will say this. I think Toya did a great job with that. I think it was better than buying her bitch Monique Samuels. I really do. Because this is the thing. Do we really believe that Monique is that intelligent up here to know how to organize a binder? Real talk. Like, It's not shade if I'm asking a question, okay? For Toya to do a lab coat of text messages and relay it back to her own show, I give Toya her credit. I do. I give Toya her credit. Absolutely, I do. So then we get to Quad, right? We get to Quad. Life happens. Her and Quad are not her. Quad and King are not together anymore. It was mutual, and King was saying what he was saying. Now I will say this, right? People may not remember what you say. They may not remember what you do, but they always remember how you made them feel. And I feel like King, you did too much, bro. Like if the relationship didn't work out, it didn't work out. But that doesn't mean you have to say this, that, and the third, bro. Like it doesn't mean that Quad did anything wrong to you, but there's a way to handle it, right? Because from what it seemed like Quad really loved you, bro. I mean, my Lord Jesus. And so Contessa and Toya are talking to King. And so Quad's like, "You're talking to my ex?" I'm like, oh my God. Did they not talk to Dr. G, your ex-husband, in the friend group? I'm confused. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a black man talking on YouTube. So with that being said, Ashton got a driving lesson from King, and he's friends with Eugene, and King wanted to be here because there was another story. And Toy said that y'all went from lovey-dovey to cringy to watch, try and make a crack at, Dr. Mimi, but America thought it was cringy, Toy, the way you talk to your husband. They thought it was cringy. It is what it is. So there was a person that said King faked the relationship, but Dr. Heavily spun the narrative and Quad needed the storyline. And Quad got in her big, mad energy bag of, how would I fake IVF? And I will agree that was a line too far. For a woman to fake her health and for her to fake being pregnant, where there's so many women that can't be pregnant, I did feel like that was a bridge too far. I will say that. And so then Simone said a very good question, or asked a very good question, right? But before that, though, when that was happening with the storyline thing, Dr. Mimi's face was like, the lies you tell. So now we get to Simone's question of, if y'all could figure out whose house to live in, this, that, and third, why did you still want a child with King? And Quad said, because he would be a good co-parent. I mean, if that's the case, okay, cool. But for King to have done what he's done, a co-parent respects you in all areas. Oops, sorry, y'all. In all areas of y'all lives together with the child. But hey, that's just me. So then Contessa said that it seemed like King got lost in the IVF journey. And so what's next for Quad? There are people who are having kids by themselves, like not Dr., but Aisha Sachet. She was on CNN, and I think she's that OK Player, if I'm not mistaken, but she's a single mom with her own kid. She became a Virgin Mary. Okay. So then after that, Angel and Brandi arrived. Now, I will say Angel and Brandi are both beautiful women. Now, Brandi, I'm going to get on to your ass in a minute. But I got questions. We're going to get there. So for Brandi and Angel, the newbies, Brandi says it's been like a roller coaster, but it's been good overall. And how do you go from an RN to a movie star? And, Angel says, I've been around Justin Timberlake, Kendrick Lamar, and one other artist. But she says that, beauty is one thing, but brains is a whole nother thing. So I know they like me for my brains and they'll like me for my personality. And I will say Angel is refreshing. Angel deserves to be on television. The article that I read earlier about Robert Dixon coming back to Potomac, nobody asked for that shit, bravo. Because Robin said we're recycling people. So, Robin, does that mean you're a recycled heifer now in Potomac? I can't hear nobody. Because Angel's reputation seems clean in these streets. Meanwhile, you have a whole cheating husband that cheated on your ass with somebody that looked better than the piece of sperm you came out to be in growing up to be a human being. Don't you do? No. No, no, no. You lay there, roll over, and take in the words of Maurice Scott. Lied about your whole marriage. What was going on with you, and you and Giselle judged everybody. I'm feeling uncomfortable. I'm so glad Juan Dixon is not here right now. But yet you about to be a recycled heifer on national television. Get the fuck out of my face. Anyway, we stand for Angel, okay? So after all that, Contessa crashed out over Brandy's B-Day party. So you guys remember how, Contessa had the party and Scott did plan this, that, and the third. And Brandy's husband, made a dinner for Brandy, which I thought was a nice dinner. Here's the thing, right? What matters to one may not matter to another, right? But I do think, Contessa, you're just a little bit upset about it. But hey, I still like you, though. I think you are a very sweet person. I do think you are a unifier. Now, divider, I would rather have you take care of me than Dr. Heavenly, because Dr. Heavenly, she will utilize her tools to take out that grudge on a person she can't stand while she's doing her job. I feel like she got the energy and she running for Congress. So don't get mad at me. I'm just projecting what I'm seeing, okay? So, we had a couple of words, but now she's invited from Brandy's point of view, and Brandy said she came soft under your breath. Now, Brandy comes soft under her breath a little bit later on, but we won't get to that. And so it was this dinner versus party. I'm like, okay, y'all are good. Just stop it. So then the question got asked, how did RN not know about lidocaine and the throat? And I'm like, well, lidocaine is in icy hot, so I gotta imagine that. for Brandy. And child, listen, I'm gonna be real with you, Angel. You a good one for doing that. But there are some men that like to hear a woman choke on what's hers. Listen. We're just gonna roll right along. We're gonna roll right on along. Moving on. And there are some women that really do like to gag on what's theirs, okay? So there's some men that like to feel being gagged. Okay, they like to feel claimed. And there's some women that like to gag on what they own, okay? So listen, it goes both ways. Let's roll on. So anyway, that is the deep throat and numb the gag reflex. So then Quad asked Toya, why did you ask if Angel was good in bed? And Toya said it was a joke. Toya, you are not funny. You wouldn't be funny to Rocco, and he's a rock. And Elmo, we love Elmo. So where does that leave you? A non-existent human being. Let's roll on. So then Toya got big mad at Dr. Heavenly because Dr. Heavenly said, you're the one who said you were bisexual. And Toya was like, yes, I am. It's like, you can't get mad when people are talking about the truth about you. Okay. So then we get to Dr. Mimi, right? And Dr. Mimi, there's a lot here, right? So Dr. Mimi feels like she always has to be on as a mom, and I definitely can understand that because my mom, I spent some time with her today getting some groceries this morning, and I just let her know that I love her very much. It's been a long time coming from me getting myself mentally together in some areas of my life, and she's been pulling for me, and my family's been pulling for me. I'm fine, for real. It's just, I think sometimes when you battle depression, when you battle anxiety, when you battle self-doubt, your environment can dictate your mindset, right? And how you think, you just feel like you don't want to do anything. So my mom was really pulling for me, but I felt like there was a weight there. I just want her to know that, hey, listen, you matter. And us kids need to love our parents and say, you guys matter too. You guys had a whole life before we came into the picture. Doesn't hurt to recognize people, okay? Especially when they recognize you. Can I get a witness from the congregation? Yes, indeed. So Dr. Mimi says she's trying to help when she's, talking to friends about trying to work out issues. You know what I mean? Hey, gorgeous. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. You missed a little bit, but we're still in this thing. By the way, shout out to CC 2254. She really 32 years old, y'all. She the black. You see her profile picture. The black is not cracking. She's single. Actually, I don't know. She's single, child. I just pretend I say CC Lee. Lee has a nice ring to it for a last name for engagement. What do you want me to do about it? By the way, drop the T. Lee has a nice name to it. Has a nice ring to it as well. But anyway, if you don't know me by now, I give my last name to many women, but I give my last name to women of quality. Not girls of quantity who are gutter, tacky, and rude in how they move. Let's roll on. Okay. So with that being said, we're with Dr. Mimi. The people in the back is like, see, this is why people don't want to come to your channel. Because you have to say everything out of your mouth. If there can be a president that could be a great bird of a 13-year-old child and judging the vulva and tightness of young ladies and forcing those ladies to perform fellatio, I don't want to hear shit. Okay? That's the same dude that utilized campaign funds to get an adult star to have sex with him and spank him. He's also the same one who said he could pounce him out of the middle of Fifth Avenue and get away with it. I don't want to hear nothing about my mouth when I cover a lot of stuff that you don't see a fifth, quarter, or a half on social media or any of these other YouTube channels. And no disrespect to the other YouTube channels. Everybody got the right to do what they want to do, but like, I defend mine and ours over here very well. Ask about me before you wreck yourself trying to figure out who the hell I am. Moving on. So with that being said, we get back to Dr. Mimi. She's not doing a judgmental way and she wants to help, and I feel that, right? I mean, if I see my friends fighting, I'm the first one to like, hey, can we figure this out? So it's not trying to diagnose anybody, it's just, hey, can we be in peace? And so, you know, she doesn't like confrontation. And so, you know, Toya was like, well, when she said to Dr. Brandi to be careful who you associate with, Toya, it's called freedom of speech. Have you seen yourself? Would you want to be aligned with your damn self? No, you would not. If you were a real woman, you would say that shit. For your husband to say there would be nobody else to put up with you, that is sad. Because at least real husbands would be like, you know what? I'm going to be real with y'all. We have our moments, but she is such a great woman that, listen, if anything happened to me, I would want her to continue on. Like, your husband cannot say that about you. I want you to get how big that is. The fact that your husband cannot say, listen, if anything happens, I want Toya to go on because she's a great person. My wife can do this, that, and the third. Low key, I bet you he might have a crush on Mariah. Hell, if I was on the show, her name would be Mariah Lee and not Mariah Huck, but that's neither here nor there, but I'm not even married to medicine, so let's roll on. But anyway, do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts. Child. Oh, Lord Jesus. Listen, my body is a whole calculator. I can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Mariah Hug, ask about me. Moving on. But seriously, most husbands are able to talk about their wives in a very high regard. Have you seen Regine? Not Regine. I'm thinking Regine Garchild. Have you seen Eugene talk about Toya in a high regard of like, oh damn, he really loves her. Like, there's some qualities to Toya that we don't see. He never does it. The husband can say qualities because he really wants to, because she showcases that. Moving on. So, with that being said, you know, Dr. Heaven says, you talk a lot. And Toya says, you should know what you're talking about. Now, Toya, I'm going to agree with you on that, but I'm going to disagree with you because Dr. Heavily, you cannot say she doesn't make a bag. Okay, what bag do you make? Not one. Moving on. Like you said, getting a Birkin bag was harder than having your children. And by the way, that's a very disrespectful thing to say when Sweet Tea and Kwa were trying to have children. I would not say that as a friend because I care about people. I care about people's feelings. I care about people's mental health. You, on the other hand, care about yourself. Hashtag you in Hanover by yourself. Shout out to Karen Huger. Moving on. So after that, Toya, did you ask how you would go about it, right? So yeah, Toya did ask how you would go about it. So when she turned and she said, well, how would y'all do it? Toya said, I never said that. Yeah, you did. They rolled back the footage, right? And said, let Dr. Mimi talk. And so, Dr. Mimi said, I think we could be good friends. We just need a foundation. Toya doesn't like constructing friendships. She's like, what do I always say? You can't ask for construction when you cause destruction. Toya likes causing destruction. That's what she likes to do. And Toya's not going to do shit to Braylon Lee if she knows what's good for her mental health. She will lay there, roll over, and take that shit. Okay? All right. Moving on. So let's roll on here. Mimi apologized to Brandi for the delivery. I thought that was a very nice, very nice progress. And so Mimi, is talking about having a neurodivergent child, show the good and the bad that came from the viewer. And Angel was being supportive. And Brandi said, I won't complain about my 4. Now, Brandi, I'm going to have to talk to you because even though you love your children, I know every mother, regardless of race, color, and creed, complains about their children from time to time. And I felt like you were being shady to Dr. Mimi just because you don't have a neurodivergent child. Not like you would have the capacity, capability, comprehension of brain cells to form a brain to care for a neurodivergent child. Now, your husband seemed like a solid dude, okay? I'm going to just say that. You, on the other hand, it's like a lightning strike. You strike every so often of being intelligent. That was tacky, low down, and classless behavior from me. It was for me. It really was. I was going to go in and call you this, that, and the third, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to be kind. But you do need to apologize because that seems shady. Just because you don't have burdens to bear don't mean the other burdens don't matter, Brandi. Now, I think you decent people, okay, you still got some seasons to really become somebody. Not saying you a nobody. You definitely have more range than Toya, but Toya is a nobody, so you're not really competing with anybody. But that's neither here nor there. But listen, I thought that was low down, tacky, and gutter behavior from Brandi to say I won't complain about my 4, like you don't complain about your 4 children from time to time. Moving on. So Toya was being kind to Dr. Mimi. I'm like, wow! I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, Toya's heart grew 3 sizes that day. I'm like, oh my God. Well, there is a heart in there somewhere. It's very, 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 very deep down. If you do an x-ray, you can't find it, but somewhere in her body, there's a heart. I feel like if Eugene watches this review, he's like, motherfucker, you doing too much. But then in the back of his head, it's like, you know what? He is saying some things about my wife that I really want to say, but I can't say. And listen, I feel like everybody in the world reality TV, they watch these reviews for entertainment, but sometimes they watch to see where the post is, the culture on them. But other times it's an outlet of like, he's saying or she's saying everything that I want to say about my spouse. I can't. Keep going, damn it. And by the way, I just want y'all to know, just because I review these people don't mean I wish hell on them. I'm only giving them the hell that they put on TV, okay? Because at least I did hitch my wagon to a female losing court like another Sissy. I'm sorry. I meant man. My bad. Slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. And at least I did not make up lies and go after children and disabilities and people who oppose me, even though I cause the most hell to myself. Oh, wait, that's thirsty toxicity. My bad. Let's roll on. I'm sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. It is 9:11 at night. It's been a long day. Let's just keep going, shall we? So then we got Eugene, Scott, Cecil. They're there. And then we got Steve and Damon and Curtis. And so, we have to communicate better, is what Cecil was saying about, the bad guy things moving forward. And Eugene said that if, we're trying to be inclusive, but they're pushing away, then you need to move on. And Eugene said, if you were so out of it in Jamaica, why did you come? Eugene, I think you a good dude, but you were wrong to see him. I'm going to tell you why. Let's just say there's an event, right? That there's going to be some people there that I can't stand. Although I'm the first one to be united before being divided, I will always stand up for myself and other people who deserve it. But most of all, I will always be in a space of peace, because it's better to be in peace than in pieces. But let's just say I'm at an event, right? And there's some people that, for whatever reason, more on their side than mine, we don't get along. Do you think if it's not a good cause, I'm not going to go? Steve and Mimi were trying to support the cause. I think that should have been an olive branch, just personally. And so I put that in my notes of Steve was trying to still be supportive. So then Steve and Eugene going back and forth. And, Eugene says you're trying to justify bad behavior. Then Steve says you justify bad behavior with Toya. Now, 1 point for Steve. And Curtis said that Eugene's not going to admit anything. Now, Curtis, you get no points from me, bro. Okay? You get no points from me. You get no points from me. Okay? Because, listen, I feel like Eugene will be upfront and honest about his stuff before you, because you seem like the old grandpa in the group that you forgot that you had past life ascended. And you just wake up angry every day, but the devil was like, hey, you got some soot on your clothes still, you know what I mean? So, but anyway. So then we go to Dr. Heavenly, and at the end of the intro, Andy Cohen says, I'm Andy Cohen. I approve this package. I'm like, you know what? Oh my God. So then after that, they play a game of yay or nay. Would Dr. Heavenly pass background checks? They say yay. Trust Dr. Heavenly with the nuclear codes? They say nay. Stylists? They say yay. Do you think that the congressional run will be more successful than the beauty supply store? And they say yay. And Dr. Heavenly says she never won a beauty supply store, right? I only knew about the beauty supply store because Alora, who is so beautiful, her and Grace are going to FAMU. By the way, shout out to both of those beautiful Black sisters. Hopefully they're doing well, prospering, and just grow into great women. But that's where Alora was, working as an internship, trying to, make her own money, her own coins, in the words of Taylor Esteem Braxton. So then after all of that, tells the truth about her life, they say nay. So then Damon Jr. had a mental health emergency. They know where he is, but that's his story to tell. And Dr. Heavenly called Dr. Mimi. And I will say this, all season I have felt bad for Dr. Heavenly. Like, even though she does too damn much, I can tell Dr. Heavenly really cares about her kids. Like, she a mama bear. Okay, you listen, you come after her, that's nothing. She can shade and be mean this out there, but you can come after her kids, oh, she will give you a hell that will make you wish that you just I don't know you, you don't know me, I'm not existing in your life. She will make you wish that. So I do see that she's a mama bear, right? So shout out to all the mama bears and the papa bears out there, all the papa brother and all the brother bears and sister bears out there. So yes, indeed. So there are some people not getting the mental health they need and then locking them up in jail. I just want to say the only way we will ever rise up is if we invest in people. And I know what some of y'all gonna say. Well, didn't you say toss away K? Doesn't matter. Did you say Milagro doesn't matter? They both did things to make people feel the way that they feel that both of them heifers don't matter. Don't you do it. Because R. Kelly and PD don't matter either. We equal opportunity over here before you come on to my channel and tell me why I should not be talking about. But we're talking about people that maybe they're in depression, maybe they're anxiety, maybe they just feel in a way of like life isn't fair. They lost their mom, they lost their dad, and then that, leads to other things. They should not be locked up in jail because they are being human. The president should be locked up. His administration should be locked up, and his support should be locked up before anybody who's going through something mental. Let's get that fucking straight. Moving on. So then, there's certain things that I cannot handle. There's certain things that Damon can't handle, because somebody said that Damon should have told Dr. Heavily about her son. And I will agree with Dr. Heavily that, if you're in a marriage, right, and you know what my buttons are, and I know what your buttons are, we just respect each other's buttons. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And so then Dr. Simone said, I don't blow up my family during filming season just to exist. I'm like, oh my God, Lord Jesus. And then Dr. Simone says that, I married my husband because we were in love, not because I was pregnant. And Dr. Heavily says my husband is good on and off camera, right? So it goes back and forth there. So then, who is going to vote for Dr. Heavily? Quad, Jackie, Heavily, Mimi, Angel, and Contessa. The no's are Brandi, Simone, and Toya. And Toya says, we need no more lies in chief. I agree with Toya. But Toya, what are your accomplishments? Hashtag non-existent. Moving on. So then we get to Scott, Steve, and Eugene. They are going to vote for Dr. Heavily. Sometimes we just be real with our friends and they can't do everything. Like even Dr. Damon said, I really don't want, Dr. Heavily to do this. I don't want my wife to do this. He literally said that on camera this season. So like, come on, bro. You cut the shit. So then we get to Dr. Simone. Dr. Simone says she felt unsupported by Dr. Jackie. And she's about right is right, wrong is wrong. Dr. Simone felt a way that, if I'm not a threat, then you need to say that, right? And Dr. Simone said I had to take another look at her character. Jackie was helping the feds, rather. Simone is not a threat to anyone, and Heavily's a wedge. And Simone said there can be no resolution when you keep lying. And Simone is not about the anger of it all, right? Because it's not like she didn't have any emotion, but it's about the allegation. Because if you make the allegation, then I have insurance to deal with. I got this, that, and third. Those allegations can bring weight down to my business. I feel what Dr. Simone is saying. If it ain't true and it ain't true and you know me for me, fuck the fans. You know me for me. Soul for soul, mental for mental, connection for connection. Respect me out loud, not just in private. And I totally feel her on that. And Dr. Simone said that Dr. Jackie is saying this because she feels like she has no choice. And if Jackie would have said that to Annie, we would not be here today. And Jackie said, this is not a show. Simone, you have been safe. I've been a safety to you, right? So then Jackie comes over to Simone, and Simone feels like she is not the only one who snapped. And so Simone, like I said before, she said that there's weight behind what you say. Dr. Simone, Dr. Heavily won't get back together. And then that's it. That's literally it. So next week is part 2. Now, I believe there should be 3 parts because I feel like there's a lot more not being said. But hey, that's just me. And so the preview. Can you move forward with Jackie? Let me just say this to you, Andy. Oh, God. And Andy, I don't like the eye rolling. I'm just worried. I feel like Andy's been to too many of these black reunions. He's like, I know I'm the white guest, but I know how y'all Negroes act. Like, of course, Andy's not going to say Negro out loud, y'all. Okay, I'm just being a little facetious when I say that. So then it's Contessa versus Dr. Heavily. They get into it. They've healed their relationship, but it seems like it's a pressure point there. Then Steve and Eugene get into it about Toya. because Steve is like, when I take off my shirt, I know that makes you uncomfortable because my wife talks about how hot I am, this, that, third. Then Curtis and Eugene get into it, and then Mimi and Toya, they just healed, and then they are broken again. So, child, that is Married to Medicine, Season 12, Episode 15, Part 1 of the Reunion After Show Review Show. Did I cover everything? Oh, my God. We had a great time this morning, by the way, in case you missed this morning's show. There we go. So let me go to that. So this morning's show, in case you missed it, we talked about Rachel Lindsay. We talked about Deb Anthony. We talked about Breonna Taylor, Zuri Dixon, Cardi B. We talked about Turkey Hill because they got a new hard tea, zero sugar hard tea and zero sugar lemonade, but really should be hard tea, hard lemonade, zero sugar, hard tea and zero sugar lemonade. So 4 products, but hopefully hard lemonade will be coming out soon. Then we talked about Philip the Future, which was a Disney Channel show from back in the day, and then Robert Mueller. And then we talked about BJPD epidemics, and we talked about the Real Housewives of Potomac. So all that happened this morning. So if you missed it, go back and watch it. Shout out to y'all, 87 views and 22 views. Thank you all so much. And then, of course, before that, we talked about the Oyo Hotel, and I made that the American Meal Oyo Hotel. And then, of course, the Louisiana Mardi Gras Hotel. And then, of course, the Fontainebleau Tropical Snow Hotel. That was huge. Watch that Vegas Live. That was great. And then, of course, I had to call out, Malaga Rams for being a hypocrite, having the Black Dance, Black Parks, and Black Imagination to get onto a gentleman that got recognized by Cardi B, but she set herself up for another defamation lawsuit that Cardi B will gladly pay for. So there's a lot of content on this channel right here. So we want to take a little bit of a commercial break, and we'll be back right after this. We are live on Tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylonly got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylonly's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown the unembraced and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, brilliantly bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free. Trust and believe it's entertainment, news done away with. Brilliantly, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. And just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not being seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
The anthem never gets old. Welcome back into Brayley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here in the building here. Yes, indeed. Just got done talking about Married to Medicine Part 1 of the reunion, which yesterday we just got done reviewing it. So next Sunday will be the final part of the reunion. Of course, we'll be here to cover it live. And then Married to Medicine will be done. And then, of course, Roa is coming back. Oh, God help me. We'll be here to review it, okay? We will be here to review. Of course, I'm waiting for the Never Ever Mets, Red Love, Hard Hustle Houston, Nelly Ashanti, We Belong Together is renewed for season 2. Can't wait to review that. So more content to come for sure. So always something happening on this channel. Speaking of something happening on this channel, tomorrow night, there will be a BFP Imaginary production. Can't wait for that. That'll be at 8:30. And then, of course, we'll be reviewing 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. We've been watching that season together here. It's been a good season so far. I think this week we get to meet Kim, talking to Larry about his long lost sister and everything in between. So very, very good stuff happening over here as always. And plus, we catch up with everything else happening in the culture and then some. So yes, indeed. So yeah. So almost there to a full-fledged hour. Yes, indeed. And Toya is so message. I fully agree. Fully agree. Tired. Sorry, I was checking something real quick. My God. Just it's always something on YouTube, isn't it? Welcome in, 3 people. Glad to have all you here. We are just chillaxing. We'll probably chill out here probably for 1 hour and 5 minutes, and then we'll probably close it on out. But yes, indeed. So good start to the week. 2 shows for you all today. Did the morning show. Well, actually, I did the afternoon show at what time did I start? I think I started at 12:30 today because I was grocery shopping this morning. So of course we have adult activities to do. but did that 12:30 this afternoon, and then of course the guys show at 8:30. Like I said, after that show this afternoon, I really needed a mental break because those destinations were so heavy. I mean, to talk about ICE and what's happening at the airports and the ICE agents disrespecting men, women, children, the detention centers, and then one that got got charged for raping a Nicaraguan immigrant with raping and want to see pictures of their daughter, and then the 4-year-old that got stabbed during a domestic dispute. It was just a very heavy tour. Like it was a great tour this afternoon rather. As we did talk about Taylor, Frankie, and Rachel Lindsay, and many other things as we often do. But I just need just some mental decompression time because I try my best to not carry those destinations with me. But that really got to be it. And then that dumb fucking piece of shit bastard that came into the chat and was going to try to tell me what to do in my chat. I'm like, you saw the thumbnail, you know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. Like, I don't get that. Like, if you already know the thumbnail, you already know somebody's voice and how they navigate and giving commentary, and you drop in the chat, then that's on you. I don't get that. Child, with that being said, I'm going to turn my camera now because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Hey, 3 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Oh, my God. But yes, indeed. So yeah, we'll be chillaxing here for just a little bit. Man. Come on now. Child, why do this to me? Sorry, y'all. There we go. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. My bad, y'all was adjusting something. See, yes, like my fan on the background because I sleep with the fan on. I don't know if y'all do as well, but yes, indeed. So, oh, man. So yes, indeed. So yep, we'll chill out here for a little bit. And then I'll give y'all the daily motivator, and then we'll head on out of here. Man. Hope you guys had a good day. It's like 31 degrees where I'm at right now. I'll give y'all a funny story. I was at I was at Walmart, right? And I said to some people, I said, can Mother Nature make up her mind? Because one day she says it's gonna be like a brighter day, like Kurt Franklin says. I never knew life could be so happy. And then the next day is I told the storm. They laugh so hard. I'm like, man, I love bringing a smile to people's faces because you never know what people are going through. You know what I mean? So that was a good time today. So yes, indeed. So, man. Hey, 3 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We are chillaxing. Just making it do what it do. Yes, indeed. There. All right, y'all. It's been 1 hour and 5 minutes, and we'll get the daily motivator up for you all. Then we'll head on out. Ooh, this one looks like it's going to be a good one. Give me a moment, y'all. Let me get myself adjusted in. Because it looks like somebody might need this daily motivator today. Let me get on the camera. Let me get it set up first. Wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Henry David Thoreau, very well said, good sir. It's time for the day motivator for March 23rd, 2026. Let's get into it here. All right, y'all, it's time for the day motivator for Monday, March 23rd, 2026. Improve your past. Your memory of the past is affected by what you're going through in the present. As your current perspective changes, your recollections shift. There are objective ways to keep exact records of events, but there's no way to preserve an objective account of how you feel. Your present feelings change over time, and that changes even the way you remember previous feelings. The fortunate result is by feeling better about the present, you can also feel better about the past. You cannot change what has actually already happened, but neither are you doomed to continue living with your negative feelings about it. That's why resentment can be so toxic and forgiveness can be so liberating rather. You do have a very specific history that always stays with you, yet you have plenty of latitude in how you carry that history. Make the choice to carry it forward in a way that's most beneficial and life affirming. Practice forgiveness, gratitude, courageous resilience to improve your past as well as your present and your future. Ralph Molson. Child, some people in the back might have needed that today. Especially toxicity hurts, of course. I'm sorry, I just choked. My bad. Let's get into improving your past. I will just say this. Steve Harvey said, I was who I was, I am who I am. I'm cool with both of them people, right? And so what I've come to recognize is when you are constantly bringing up somebody's past, what it really means is that you are not comfortable with the past you created for yourself. Isn't it amazing how the more you talk about others, the more those people are rising, falling because of your own demise? That's the first thing I would say. If you want to improve your past, you have to improve on how you treating yourself and other people in your present. Let the church say amen. 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 That's the first thing I'll say to y'all. The second thing I will say to y'all is but neither are you doomed to continue with your negative feelings about it. But neither are you doomed to continue living with your negative feelings about it. But neither are you doomed to continue living your negative feelings about it. I have to say one of my favorite memories of me and my mom. We had a store in Little Rock, Arkansas called Mardell's. It's a Christian store. I don't know if there's any other Mardells across the country, but there's one in West Little Rock, Arkansas. And it's in a shopping center. And we will always go in there with mom, right? And my mom, she's an entrepreneur, so she would get some things and everything in between. And it was a kids zone and Christian books and everything else. And I recognize, right, that my mom was always covering us with where she took us to. And so for some of you, because you were never covered by your mama and daddy, the rest of us got to deal with your brokenness. That's not right. That's not cool. That's gonna behave. That's like Brandi saying, I won't complain about my for trying to shade Mimi when you know good and damn well that you got complaints as a mom, but you can't be woman enough with your vaginal tissue and your vulva to be a real woman and say, listen, my kids piss me off from time to time. I get upset, I get frustrated, but I still love them. But I gotta give Brandi credit. She said, I do love that when she talked about the totality of her. So I give Brandi her credit. But I say that to Brandi in love. Because sometimes when you don't let go of what you're holding on to, it can consume what's available for you in the future. What a word that is. When you hold on to what you want to feel about, it consumes what could be for your future. When you keep holding on to what could have been, who this person did this, that person did that, it's consuming what could be for your future. And finally, that's why resentment can be so toxic and forgiveness can be so liberating. That's why resentment can be so toxic and forgiveness can be so liberating. That's why resentment can be so toxic and forgiveness can be so liberating. You know how you really have won? Is when nobody can say your name, because you know if they say your name, there's going to be hell to pay. When you can move accordingly because you know that you are about your purpose all the time. And when you recognize that, hold on, I'm going to be in many wells. Am I more concerned about the wells, or am I more trusting in my God that knows what he's doing with the storm? Storms can either break you or make you. Sometimes God has to break you to the finest of the ground so you can have that clear space to build up that amazing blessing that you are supposed to be as a person. Let the church say amen, 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 amen. With that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say one more special, because you are always more blessed and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise ones to call yourself. It's not to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. I have spent time with you, rather. You spend time with me. I hope you spend time together, rising great together. And always remember, we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life. Oh, child. You just recognizing the hey, listen. Being Dr. Heavenly or Toya never works out, right? But in the same token, just because you take in medicine doesn't mean that you're healed, because inner work has to be with your mindset, how you move. Make sure the replay is not just for if you watch it, not just for let's do it, but if you want to experience it again. Always remember, see love, you gotta give it, see love, you gotta give it, see love, you gotta give it. Where obstacles will come, where success you have achieved upon this particular day. I'm extremely proud of you, but no one's proud of you, proud of you, damn. So finally, y'all, appreciate. How do I put this? Appreciate that you're able to experience new things. Sometimes we hold on to what's old because it's comfortable. But I promise you, you know why people get rid of stuff that's old? Because it's dusty. You know, it's got germs, this, that, and third, and believe me, you cannot be in peace in old energy. Food for thought. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day. That was the day that's come for the blessed and all way for you, me, all of us, as society, as people, as culture. I feel the love. I'll send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. I love you all.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you this.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow, we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.